to say 15% today. I'm sure you've had that before, right? And they have to do it, okay? And some stores, they just never leave you alone, right? But that's part of the procedure, right? Is it because, can they just say, you know what, today, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to come up with my own lines, instead of saying like, greeting them with a smile, I'm going to like, I don't know, offer my hand or something like that. Well, that's not going to work because that's not protocol. Now, what is it that's driving them? What is the spirit that's driving this cashier to operate in this way? Before, like I said, I've seen this where like, you couldn't even wake them up, even if you like, play drums in their room, like they wouldn't wake up for Fajr prayers. Or, you have to try really hard, okay? But suddenly they're up and about, they're rushing, they're ahead of everyone, they're up and eating breakfast and everything. What is it that's keeping them going? It's the money, right? It's the money that's driving them to act in a very orderly sort of way, and they're okay with it. Because it's like, if you show me the money, I'm going to show you that I can follow the rules. So there's incentive. There's a reason behind what they're doing. So these are just a couple of examples. Now let's step back and look at the rules of Islam. If it's the case that the rules of Islam are just about following rules, just because, okay, then you could say that, okay, well, there's no spirit behind it, and then, it's a bit of a drag, right? I just have to follow all these rules. Well, it's a bit of a drag. It's not easy for me to dress in a certain way, especially for the sisters, and go out in the society like that. It's not easy. Nobody's saying it's easy, right? So why should I do it? If there's no spirit, there's nothing driving me to do that. Why should I have to organize my day? Why should I have to wake up so early in the morning and then, eat at a certain time, and not eat and eat and not eat, and wash myself this way and not this way, bow in this way? There's a lot of procedure, a lot of protocol, a lot of rules. If it's the case that there is no reason, then somebody could lodge that complaint. But we have to ask, is it true? Is it the case there's nothing driving the laws? Is there no inner spirit to them? This question was asked of our 8th Imam by one of his companions, Imam Ali ibn Musa Rida, alayhi salatu wassalam. He writes to him, he says that some people are saying that the laws of Islam are just about blind submission. No thinking, nothing, we just do them just because. God, as if God wanted things to just be difficult for us, so he's like, I'm going to make you do this and make you up with this hand, that sort of thing. Okay. He said, is that right, O Imam? The Imam writes back with a response that's so, it's powerful. And he's powerfully saying, no, that's not what the laws of Islam are about. He's saying people who say that, قَدْ ضَلَّ مَنْ قَالَ ذَلِكَ ضَلَالًا بَعِيدًا وَخَسِرَ خُسْرَانًا مُبِينًا. Right? Very serious. He's saying that people who say that have gone very astray, and they're seriously losers. Okay. And I'm translating, I'm taking a little bit of liberty in translation. And then he goes on to say that no, the laws of Islam, there is a reason behind them, and everything that has been made halal is in the benefit of the servants. Everything that's been made haram is to their detriment. So there is a guiding force behind the laws. Now, in order to explain this, I want to share with you a story which I found particularly inspiring, that illustrates this idea of Islam not just being something shallow. The laws not just being like a bunch of just rules that don't have any connection, don't have any deeper meaning to them. What happened is that one time, this man comes to our 6th Imam, Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam. Okay, for a community of lovers of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, I must say that was a very weak salawat. So let's try once again, especially the sisters. Salawat. I thought that, is it Chinese food that's not giving you guys the energy? Well, make sure to tell them to put that Pakistani food back in here. So anyway, so what happens, okay, this man comes to him and he asks him a question. Okay, he says that, oh Imam, he says that, the Prophet of Islam, he had a certain title. Okay, what is the title, what is the kunya of the Prophet? What was he known by? Anybody know? What do we call the Prophet? We say what? He is Abul Qasim, right? He's Abul Qasim. And so he asks the Imam, he says that, oh Imam, what does Abul Qasim mean? Now, brothers and sisters, do you know what Abul Qasim means? What does it mean? It means the father of Qasim, right? So the Imam says the father of Qasim. Okay, I mean obviously, Ab means father, Abul Qasim, father of Qasim. So the man says that, no, I knew that. Okay, but I want you to tell me, what does Abul Qasim mean? So the Imam realizes that, wait a minute, this is somebody who is looking to understand something deeper. Alright, he realizes that there's a deeper meaning to the exterior of Islam. So he asks him again, he says that, what does Abul Qasim mean? And the Imam says, okay, fine. You want to know what Abul Qasim means? He starts explaining. He says that Qasim means the one who splits, the one who separates. And you know that Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib's title, one of his titles is he's Qasimun Nari wal Jannah. He is the one who is going to decide and separate the people who go to the fire and people who go to paradise. This is mentioned in the Quran, by the way. Okay? Surah Al-A'raf. So, he's Qasimun Nari wal Jannah, so that means he is a Qasim. He is Qasim. Imam Ali is Qasim. And as you know, when the Prophet, when Imam Ali was a young child, his father was in dire straits, and he asked for help for people to take care of his children. The Prophet took care of Imam Ali when he was young. He grew up in the household of the Prophet. And the Prophet taught Imam Ali everything that he knew. And as you know, when you have a teacher and a student, the relationship between a true teacher and a true student is that of a father and a son. That is his spiritual father. And so the Prophet of Islam is the spiritual father of Imam Ali because he was his teacher. And because Imam Ali's name is Qasimun Nar, he's Qasim, therefore the Prophet is called Abul Qasim. So this was a deeper understanding of Abul Qasim. Suddenly we understand something deeper about why the Prophet is called Abul Qasim. So that the person who asks that question, he's satisfied with that answer. But one of the great scholars of a few generations ago, he made a comment when he narrated this hadith. He made a comment. He said that if this narrator of this hadith, if this person who asked that question had even more of a capacity to ask, if he had been a person who was striving even deeper, he could have asked the same question again, and he would have gotten even a deeper answer from the Imam. You see, brothers and sisters, Islam is deep. Alright? We are the ones, if we think that it's just about laws that constrict us and make things difficult for us, we are looking at it and just seeing the surface level of these laws. We're not realizing that there is deeper meaning to them. There's something around which they evolve. And that goes back to understanding, why do we have these laws in the first place? You see, brothers and sisters, we've come to this world and we've come to know God.